This was one of the earlier protests. We know some of the protests that came later on actually ended up being very peaceful for several days in a row. But what should have been a peaceful protest ended up with the demonstrator getting injured. Now she's demanding answers and reforms by police.
The energy really changed. And again, we were met with a wall. I couldn't even count how many police that were just banging on their chests, banging on their helmets, and they had shields.
NADIA ROHR recalls a Black Lives Matter rally that took place May 30th in downtown Detroit. She and her girlfriend, Bailey Huffman, say things got heated between police and protesters in a moment's notice.
It was like a movie without a cutscene. You were looking around and it was like, is this really happening?
She and her lawyer, Solomon RADNER, say an officer hit her in the head with a rubber bullet, sending her to the hospital for 2 days with bleeding on the brain and a fractured skull.
She was out there handing out water, handing out granola bars, never did anything violent at all. Her hands were up at the time, actually.
RADNER says the lawsuit filed against Detroit police aims to prevent this type of incident in the future.
It's easier to bring criminal charges and convict a police officer than it is to hold them liable in a civil court, in a lawsuit. If we hit them enough in their pocketbook, eventually they'll care.
ROHR's demanding answers for something she says she didn't deserve in the first place.
I've never had stitches before. I've never broken a bone. I've never, that was, to go from 0 to 100 like that, I just want to know, what did I do?
Now, the department says it cannot comment on pending litigation. However, it is aware of the allegations. This morning, we're live in downtown Detroit. Darren Cunningham, 7 Action News.